I will never forget him. I will never forget anything. And I've learned even more over the years because I didn't stay with the company that long. That's a long personal story, but it wasn't because of Mr. Balanchine or the company. But I've been there since I was 8 years old, and I've been in all the productions as a child, and it's my soul, I should say. He is my soul. He was always nice, huh? The only thing he could do, you never heard him lose his temper. He just choreographed, he just taught, he taught class every day and choreographed all day, and he was already in his 60s. And he just was amazing. Sometimes he could be ironic and a little sarcastic, but he would never, ever yell at a dancer or humiliate a dancer. Never. Well, you have to remember that this was created in 1941. This is amazing that this ballet, we're now, 2021, and it's still in the repertoire of many, many companies. It's just brilliant. And it's one of the ballets of Balanchine that I have not seen any changes. I have not seen somebody else that stages his work a difference in choreography. It really looks the same as I remember from working with him. So that's one thing that shows how brilliant it is and that it still works today for the audience. He would come in the doorway and we would all stand up. We knew we were with somebody very, very special. And he was not a man that explained himself that much. He didn't. We just were that way. We just did anything for him. I don't know if that's healthy, but that's the way we were. When I was teaching it to a tape, and or when we're working with a pianist, it's hard to imagine how it will really sound with a live orchestra, of course. But the first thing I explain to dancers is, it's the music. You are the music on stage, physically. And that's what Balanchine was known as, a choreographer. Everybody has always said you actually see what the music is. Of course you could do a different step, but he was such a musician. I mean, this you can't forget. He was a fine pianist. Once we were doing class in the morning, and we were in the center of the class, and he pushed the pianist over and he started to play, and he started to play, "Those were the days, my friend, I thought they'd never," and then he plays Stravinsky, he plays Xenakis, he plays anything. No, he was a musician, and that's why his choreography is so special, because it's all connected to the music, mostly. The Balanchine Trust now will only give their ballets to companies that can do it. And they're very careful now. They really look at the films. They take also our recommendations, the people that stage the ballets. When I first came here, they were okay, and it was fine. It was a good enough company. I came here just after Armando had left as director, so it was in a transition. It was a little bit difficult. I think we did Serenade, one of Balanchine's ballets, but this time, when I came back in July, I was pleasantly surprised because it was a much more energetic company. They really wanted to dance. I could really feel it. And of course, with the pandemic, they haven't been dancing that much. So this is very, very exciting for them. Of course, Concerto Barocco is mainly the girls. It's one of those Balanchine ballets where there's only one man and there are 10 girls. There are 2 soloists in Concerto Barocco, and we call it, you'll see it in the program, the first violin and the second violin, because there are 2 soloist violinists in the orchestra pit, and they are the leaders. And each girl, one girl is more lyrical, one girl is a little stronger, and you can hear it completely in the violin when they're playing. And that's important. I wouldn't say it's the easiest. It's not easy, believe me, because the corps de ballet and Concerto Barocco, they never leave the stage. And after the first run-through that I did in the studio, the first time I said we do it without a stop, they were lying on the floor and red and dying. You need a great stamina. I don't really know what you mean. I just know that instead of doing a movement like this, we go like that. I mean, it's just bigger. It's all bigger, and it's all, like I said, it's you could be sitting here and you're still moving. You're still eating space instead of just doing movements. And it's all in relation to the music. He used to say, Mr. B, we used to call him Mr. B, the end of your last phrase of music is already the beginning of the next. So you don't do a step and then a step. It goes and then it goes. It's feeling the music. And you can't do his ballets well unless you do that, unless you have every corps dancer. That's why when I started Concerto Barocco, which is very special, there are 8 corps de ballet girls, and you should be able to see each one of them. It's not just to be in the line. Okay, that's important. Okay, we're in the line, we make a diagonal, we do formation on stage. But the whole thing is that everybody is like a soloist. Everybody is there. And you know, I can say that about other choreographers as well, but still to me, nobody does it better than Balanchine.